All right. Hello, everyone. I'm going to try this a second time. I want to try to make sure I don't have a time limit. I made this video and it only gave me 5 minutes, and I realized 5 minutes really wasn't enough. So I'm here to kind of explain what we're going to do for our e-learning day. Kind of back up here while I'm talking to. E-learning is coming up on Wednesday, and then next week on Monday, Tuesday, before Thanksgiving. And I thought if I made a good, detailed video, um, our e-learning would go a lot smoother. I told the kids today a perfect e-learning day is where I don't have to talk to anyone. And the reason behind that is means I explained everything super well, and they understood it super well, and they were paying attention, and there wasn't any questions. So if I make this video, hopefully it'll be easier for you guys at home, and there won't be any questions. So this is just kind of a me thinking ahead a little bit. Hopefully, I can answer any questions that someone might have. So first off, I am logged in as JC here. Knowing that JC is a student, it'll look the same rather than if I was on my teacher account. Also, JC is actually absent today, so this will look really well because she's already turned some stuff in. So it points out some things that I want to point out. So if you look when they get on Canvas, I'm on Canvas now. I'm logged in as JC. Canvas is this red and white circular button. Most of their Canvas is probably the first one in their bookmarks tab. Mine's scooted over a little bit. If they were in Miss Reeves' class last year, they'll have a second class here. Don't worry about it. I don't think we can get rid of it. Yeah, I can't. But we're in Phillips, obviously. So we'll click this, and this will bring us up to our homepage. And this is everything you need for my class in Canvas. In fact, I've gotten rid of most of the buttons over here. I open these up by the day so that kids can't accidentally click something ahead and turn something in on the wrong day. So if I try to click Tuesday reading, it shouldn't work. Yeah, it says it's locked. So we could just go back to home. No big deal. There is one other button here that I do want to talk about quickly. It's called Conferences. And conferences are Canvas's version of Zoom chat. They're really nice. I really like using these. We've done these in class, kind of even spread out in the school so we could practice it. You can see that I actually have one started now as the teacher. My idea is that Wednesday, I'm going to have a conference open from 7:45 to 3:10 while I'm here at school for the e-learning day. And if there's any questions or any concerns, a kid not sure what to do next or whatever, they can click this join button and it will jump into the conference with me. It's kind of like open office hours. They knock on my door. I'm like, hey, man, how can I help you? So this will always be there on Wednesday. And it will just be at the time where they can say, hey, I don't know what I need to do next. I do everything, and I can fill them in and help them out as needed. So that will always be there. I might click that later in a different video. I don't know what it will do with this recording, but that join button here in conferences, pretty important. So we'll go back to home, though. And here on home, we'll go into today's reading. We have a few students who are out today, so they're actually following along on Canvas. Like I said, JC was one of them. She's done a good job. So here's a video we read this book this morning. We wrote in our journal about it. So kids who are out today can at least watch this video and know what story we talked about, because we'll talk more about it as the week goes on. So they'll be kind of caught up on that. We also are going to read our story from our reading series, which this link will take you there. Really, this link is just for the orange lamp. When I talk about the orange lamp, it's this guy up here. That's how we get in our reading series. They'll still have to log in, but should probably save their username. If you ever have a question on a username or a password, please send me a dojo or have the kids get on. I can help them out with that because I have all that saved. But they should know it, and the computer does a really good job saving that. But I know every now and then things get deleted. So they can click that, and they can go find that assignment. I'll show what that looks like in a different video. The fluency has to be done with me. So kids who are out for just the day, they'll get caught up tomorrow. If someone's out for a little bit longer, we'll maybe try to find a workaround, but that's really an in-class type thing. That would be really hard to do, even with the conference function that this has. The My Book writing lessons, we actually didn't do today. Miss Hurst is also out. So we didn't get this far yet. We still might do it later today if we have time in class where we actually write in the book after we read the story. If someone's working at home, I believe they can actually type and do the same writing prompts. We don't normally do them on Chromebooks. I'm not actually sure. We kind of always skip that. I like to do that paper and pencil. So that might not work. It might work. It's kind of a 50-50. We can look later and see. And then the cut and paste here. This is this page that I send home every Monday. These are always on a different page. Obviously, this is the master. They cut out the letters, they glue them, and then when it dries, we throw it in our folder. And that's a good idea of spelling words that will probably be there this week. We're not going to have all of them for each group, but those are, if you're kind of curious what type of word you should be practicing, that's always a good page to start on. This document is that thing. So for someone like JC who's already done this, we can click that. And when you click this, it downloads it. And if you click that right away, it'll pop up that PDF. So JC today on hers, she clicked this pin and she was able to write on it. She actually wrote the words out one time each. I'm just doodling. You save, and we're going to click edited and keep the name the same so you know which one it is. It'll delete the old one. It'll recopy it so you don't have a blank one anymore. So click save. Yep, I'm absolutely sure I want to save that. Come back here. I don't know if it's saved all that. And JC's already turned this in, so it says resubmit. That's totally okay. I'm going to click that, and it drops you down to the bottom of the page. Kids know to click choose file. It pops this up. I'm going to turn in, I'm not actually going to, but this is the one I just worked on. If I would click open, brings me here, then submit assignment. Now, I'm not actually going to click this last button, but that would actually turn in the work. If I did that, as a teacher, I would see JC's turned in two different things, and that's totally fine. I would see both of them. So it's not like you delete your old assignment. The reason why I want to mention that is because later for e-learning, we might have it where they need to turn in a screenshot or turn in a PDF all in the same reading thing. Like if I do a screenshot of Spelling City, turn in this PDF, some other things, I will see everything they turn in order. So it's okay to use the resubmit button. That doesn't break anything. It doesn't delete the first thing they turned in with the second. So that's, if it says resubmit, that's totally fine. That's great. So that's kind of what they would start off for reading. Now, if we go to math, this is what we'll actually be working on in about 2 minutes. So I'm trying to make this a little bit quick here. So in math, these are the things we're working on. We're starting a new standards. We actually have 2 new standards. We're going to be telling time. We've started that earlier in the year, just top of the hour, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, so on and so forth. Now we're going to bottom of the hour, the half hour, 12:30, 1:30, things like that. We're also going to be starting counting with money, but we're only doing pennies. So it is literally, if they can count, they know how many, because pennies are by 1, obviously. So there's a PDF here. If on their Chromebook they click this, it doesn't download it. It just gives a preview. So make sure they're not clicking that. The kids haven't been doing that for weeks now, but I like to point all this out for parents as well, just so you know. Just a preview of the worksheet. For parents that are home doing e-learning today, this can be, you can help them with this because we haven't taught this. I haven't taught this yet. So some of this, like number 2 would be, or not number 2, number 3, sorry, would be brand new information. So help as needed. Again, you'd click this, go through the download, work on it, click that edited button or save, then edit and submit assignment. Apparently the answer key's there. So please, I should have not done that. My bad. There's this Kahoot. Now this is super cool because this Kahoot's a game that we always play in class, like a quiz, like, game show type thing. But they have this cool function where I can make the Kahoot and kids can work on it on their own. It's just a quiz, basically. At that point, if one does it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, no one does it at 5 in the evening, it's fine as long as they get it in by the time the quiz would end. You don't have to play together. So kids at home can click this, type in their name, and they will get the questions. And it's just counting pennies. It's very simple. Then we have a full round of extra math. That's until the guy waves goodbye. Splash math. I'm going to make video kind of showing that, hopefully later today. IXL math for this week, which I want to actually talk about in another video as well, and then Prodigy. So these are things kids at home will work on. I've already kind of sent out some messages for them specifically, but I want to make a message or a video for each one of these so you kind of have an idea of what I want. But that's really Canvas in a nutshell. I want to talk about the submit. I want to talk about conferences. Hopefully that helps everyone at home. Now let me click stop.